Welcome to Math Minders Academy. In today's tutorial, we are going to work out solution to WAEC 2024 May-June. So today we are going to look at session A, which contains questions number 1 to number 5. So be with us as we run through this solution together, and we ensure that we provide step-by-step procedures that the exam body requires for you to be able to hit the distinction grade. If you are new to our channel, we urge you to please go ahead and subscribe if you have not done so. Hit the notification bell so that when next we produce a video, you'll be among the first to get it. Let us move on now to question number 1. Now, question number 1, we are told that the time taken to buy fuel at a filling station varies directly as the number of vehicles V in a queue and varies inversely as the number of pumps. So we have here that, okay, so here we say that T varies directly as number of vehicles V and inversely as number of pump P. So we are going to remove this variation sign by introducing a constant K. So we can say that T is equals to KV all over P, where K is our constant. And now they say in a station with 5 pumps. So we have it that when P equals 5, it took 10 minutes to fuel 20 vehicles. T is 10, and number of vehicles is 20. So we are asked to find the relationship between TP and V. So let's put in all that we have here. Everything that we have here, we plug it in. So T is 10, we put 10 equals, we have our K. And then what is V? V is 20, put 20. All over P is 5. So we have 10 equals, if you look at it, this is 20 over 5 is 4. We have 4K. So if we divide by 4, all right, if we divide by 4, we're going to have our K to be 10 over 4, which is 5 over 2. So T equals 5V all over 2P. So this is the relationship that connects T, P, and V. Now we'll go to the B part. The B part now, we are asked to find the time it takes to fuel 50 vehicles. So here, vehicle is 50 vehicles at a station with 2 pumps. All right, pump is 2. So we want to find the time it will take to fuel that. So we are looking for T. So here, T is going to, we use this formula that is 5 times V is 50 all over 2 times 2. So here, T gives us 250 all over 4. All right. And that will give us 62.5 minutes. So T is 62.5 minutes. So that's the time taken to fuel 50 vehicles, given that 2 pumps are available. Now, the C part asks us to find the number of pumps required to fuel 40 vehicles in 20 minutes. So here, V is 40 vehicles, 20 minutes. So we use our equation again. We use the fact that, remember that T is 5V over 2P. So we have 20 equals 5 times 40 all over 2P. So I can go here and say 2P equals 5 times 40 is 200 all over 20. So you can have it that 2P equals, if you look at it, 200 over 20 will give you 10 here. And if you divide, P is going to be 10 all over 2. And the number of pumps required is 5. And so we've been able to give answer to question number 1, A, B, and C, and it's clear enough. So let us proceed to solution to question number 2. So here, question number 2. They told us that a car traveled a distance of 2s plus 13 kilometers at a speed of 67.5 kilometers per hour and 5s minus 20 kilometers at a speed of 72 kilometers per hour. If the total time for the entire journey was 90 minutes, find the value of s. Now, we all know that speed is distance over time. Now, we are going to make time the subject. If we make time the subject, time becomes distance over speed. Now, for this particular journey, 2 different distances were covered, and then we have 2 speeds given, 72 and 67.5. So let us say T1 is going to give us the first distance is 2x plus 13 all over the speed for that distance is 67.5. Now let's take the second time will be derived by using 5s minus 20 as the distance covered, 5s minus 20 over the time for that is 72. Now, we are told that the total time for the entire journey was 90 minutes. That means T1 plus T2 will give us 90 minutes. So T1 plus T2 will give us 90 minutes. Of course, we are going to change this 90 minutes to hour. The reason is because all this speed and all this speed are given to kilometer per hour. So we can say T1 plus T2, 90 minutes is 1.5 hours, which is 3 over 2. So meaning that when we solve 2x plus 13 all over 67.5 plus 5x minus 20 all over 72, we are expected to have 3 over 2 as the total time. So this is the equation that we we have derived. So what we now need to do is to solve this equation and find the value of S. Now, for us to solve this equation here, let's multiply by 2. This first algebraic fraction, if we can multiply by 2 to clear the denominator. So multiply the numerator by 2 and then multiply the denominator by 2. It gives us 135. Then here also, this is in order. We have 5x minus 20 all over 72 equals 3 over 2. All right. Now, from there, we are going to clear these fractions by looking for the LCM here. The LCM here is going to give us 1080. If we find the LCM of 135 and 72, I believe we can find the LCM. 135 and 72. Of course, you can, if you don't know how to do that, which I believe you can, you just draw your line and do your 135, do your 72, and then you try to start dividing. You can use 2. Here is 36. 2, you have your 135, you have your 18, you have your 135, you have your 9. You can use 3, you have your 45, you have your 3, 3, you have 15, you have 1, 3, you have 5, you have 1, and then you use 5. So this is the LCM now is 2 raised to power 3 times 3 raised to power 3 times 5. So you have 8 times 27 times 5, okay? So you have this 1080 if you get the LCM. Let's proceed. Now, with that, if you divide 1080 by 135, you get 8, and then multiply by 2, it gives you 16. So you have 16 here. You also have 2x plus 13. And this side, if you divide 1080 by 72, it gives you 15. And you're going to use that 15 to multiply 5x minus 20. Okay? Then we are still going to equate to 3 over 2. Now, this is going to give us 32x plus 208, okay, plus 75s minus 15 times 20, 300, all over 1080 equals 3 over 2. Okay, so let's rub off what we have here. So if we continue to add 32s and 75s, that is going to give us 107s minus 92, that is 208 minus 300, that's minus 92, over 1080 equals 3 over 2. All right. So now what we do from here now is to cross multiply. We cross multiply here. We are going to have 2 times 107x minus 92 equals 3 times 1080. Now, if you open the bracket, you're going to have 214x minus 184 equals, if you multiply 1080 by 3, that's 3,240. Okay, we collect like terms. We are going to have 214x equals 3,240 plus 184. 214x equals, when we add together, we're going to have 3,424. So when we divide by, we're going to divide by 214. So S will come out as 16. And that will be the required answer. So here we are asked that we should provide the value of X. And we have seen that S is equal to 16. Question number 3 says, a circular floor of a building is to be tiled with ceramic tiles, each of size 40 centimeter by 40 centimeter. If the perimeter of the floor is 66 meters, calculate correct to the nearest whole number the number of tiles required to completely tile the floor. So now the floor is circular. So we need to find out, we are told here that the perimeter is 66. So the perimeter of a circular floor, P, is 2 pi r. So we say 2 pi r is 66. So let's see. Here we are going to get r to be 66 all over 2 pi. R is actually 33 all over pi. Now that is 33 divided by pi, that is times 7 over 22. So that is going to give us 10.5. This is going to give us 10.5 centimeter. So this is the radius of the room. And then here is if the perimeter of the floor is 66, okay, the perimeter is 66. A circular floor of a building is to be tiled with ceramic tiles each. So the ceramic tile is a square. So this one is that of the floor. So this is in meter. That's the radius. So now tiles. The tiles are square. How do we know? Because look at the dimension 40 by 40. So it's square. So let's find out area of a tile is L squared, which is 40 squared. All right. But now, because we are dealing with, okay, we can go on. Because we are dealing with a floor that is in meter. So it is also important we change this. So let's say note, change it to meter. Note, 40 centimeter is equivalent to 0.4 meters. If you divide by 100. So now 40, this area is the same thing as 0.4 meters squared, which is 0.16. So that we'll put it in meter. So this is the area of the square tile. So area of square tile, we found it. So let's go to find, since we have the area of square tile now, let's find out what is area of floor. Area of floor is pi r squared, it's a circular floor. That's 22/7 times 10.7 squared. 10.5. 10.5 squared. So this is going to give us 2,425.5. 2,425.5/7. So this is the area of the floor. And we are looking for the number of tiles required to completely tile the floor. So number of tiles equals, we'll divide the area of floor by the area of tiles. So it will give us 2,425.5/7 divided by 0.16. This will give us 2,165.625. We have 2,165.625 tiles. But here we are asked to approximate our answer to the nearest whole number. So this is approximately to the nearest whole number, 2,166 tiles will be required to tie the floor completely. So the number of square tiles required to tie the circular floor completely will be 2,166. All right, so that is solution to question number 3. If you are yet to subscribe to our channel, we encourage you to hit the subscription button now, and then subscribe and then hit the notification bell so that when next we release another new video, you'll be among the first to receive it. Share this video and go to the comment section and tell us how you feel about this tutorial video. Let's proceed to question number 4. We are told that in the diagram ABCD is a circle center O. The quadrilateral OBCD is a rhombus such that angle ADO, which is the angle marked Y, is equal to the angle OBA. Angle OBA is also this angle here marked Y, which is equals to Y. And angle BAD is equals to T. We are asked to find the value of T. So we'll go to this diagram now. Now, we will say here, look at this angular center. We use the theorem that said angular center is twice angular circumference. So that angle is twice angular circumference. So we'll write here that angle BOD is 2 times angle BAD. All right, so we give our reason. Angle at center is twice angle at circumference. All right, so therefore, angle BOD is equals to 2T. Now, since the this quadrilateral OBCD is a rhombus, it means that angle BOD and angle BCD are equal. We say here that angle BOD is equals to angle BCD. And the reason is because OBCD is a rhombus. So we now go on now to say angle BCD is also 2T. Now, again, angle BAD plus angle BCD equals to 180 degrees. Reason, opposite angles of a cyclic quadrilateral. Opposite angles of a cyclic quadrilateral will add up to 180. The theorem said the opposite angles of a cyclic quadrilateral is supplementary. So what that means is we now have T plus BCD is 2T equals 180 degrees. Mean that 3T equals 180 degrees. So T is 180 degrees all over 3. T is 60 degrees. So we found the value of angle T as required. So we'll move on to the second part of that question to find the value of Y. For us to find the value of Y, let's go back to this diagram and do some adjustments for us to get the value of Y. So now, if we look at here, we can put a line from A to O. So this line is also equal to this, which is also equal to this. Now, this is the base angle. So this one is also angle Y. This one here is angle Y. Okay. So we have seen from that diagram, we have seen that angle for the B part, let's label it appropriately. For the B part now, angle BAO is equals to T over 2, and being T over 2 is also equals to Y, base angle of an isosceles triangle. So it's T over 2. We know the reason is because AO is a bisector. So if we give a reason, we say that the line segment AO is a bisector, is angular bisector. So, and then the same angle BAD is equals to Y. Now, here the reason is base angles of isosceles triangle ABO. So, meaning that T over 2 equals Y. So we are deduced here that Y, if T over 2 equals Y, it means that T equals 2Y. Okay, so now we have this, okay? We have this that T equals 2Y, okay? Now we are going to use it to find the value of Y as required. So let's clean up here. So from here, since Y equals T over 2 and T is 60, so Y is 60 over 2, and that will give us 30 degrees. So looking at question 4C, we are looking for angle ADC. Angle ADC. Now, let's go back to this diagram. Let's go back to this diagram. You will discover that because this angle now here that we call this angle BOT, this angle BOD, we say is 2T, which is 2 times 60, which is 120. So we can say angle BOD is equals to 2T, which is equal to 2 times 60, and that gives us 120 degrees. So if it's 120, we can get this base here. We can get angle OBD. Angle OBD is equals to angle ODC. ODB. What's angle ODB? That's base angles of isosceles triangle. All right, so for us to get it, therefore, angle OBD is 180 minus 120 over 2. And that will give us 30 degrees, right? So each of these angles will be 30, 30. And because we are dealing with rhombus, we also have angle CBD to be 30, because BD is a symmetric line to that rhombus. So also, we will say here that also angle CBD is equals to 30 degrees. All right. Note that BD is a symmetric line. It's a symmetric line of rhombus, of the rhombus given. So now, if we have that in mind, so we can now get the angle that we are looking for, which is angle ADC. Angle ADC is equals to Y plus 30 plus 30. Angle ADC will give us that, and that will give us 30 plus 60 there, and that gives us 90 degrees. So angle ADC is equal to 90 degrees. Question number 5, we are told that a basket contains 3 gold-plated marbles, 4 diamond marbles and some silver marbles. Now, so what we do here is gold-plated marbles 3, number of marbles, okay? Let's the unknown, let S equals silver marbles. So now number of marbles will give us 3 plus 4 plus X. That will give us X plus 7. Now, 2 marbles were drawn from the basket at random, one after the other without replacement. The probability that the 2 marbles were all silver is 1/15. So drawing the first silver, we have S silver. So the first silver is X all over the total, then times okay. Now let's say we are multiplying this by the second silver. So drawing the second silver now, we reduce the number of silver by 1, and the total will drop. S plus 7 minus 1, that is S plus 6. And we are told that this is 1/15. All right. So this is what we are going to get. And so we are going to solve this. So here we have S squared. We multiply the numerator, that's S squared minus X, over the denominator will give us S squared. Then we have plus 6X plus 7X. Use this 7 to multiply 6. That's 42 equals 1/15. So here we have X squared minus X all over X squared plus 13X plus 42 equals 1/15. So we cross multiply here, we have 15 brackets S squared minus S equals S squared plus 13X plus 42. So this will give us 15X squared minus 15X equals X squared plus 13X plus 42. Now, if we collect like terms, we have 15X squared minus X squared, then minus 15X minus 13X, then minus 42 equals 0. So here we have 14X squared minus 28X minus 42 equals 0. Now, with this, if we reduce this using 14 to divide, dividing both sides by 14, we have X squared minus 2S minus 3 equals 0. Of course, we can factorize this now. When we factorize this using factors of minus 3, if we use 1 and 3, the sum, for the sum to give us minus 2, we have to use minus 3. So we have S squared plus x minus 3x minus 3 equals 0. So from here, we'll have x into x plus 1 minus 3 into x plus 1 equals 0. Okay, so we are going to continue up here. So from here, we are going to have x plus 1, s minus 3 equals 0. So s plus 1 equals 0, or s minus 3 equals 0. So solving, we have s equals minus 1, or s equals 3. So we are going to ignore s equals minus 1. So since we are looking for the number of silver marbles, therefore, number of silver marbles equals 3. And so that is it for today. So we've been able to do justice to this question number 5. I mean, building up the probability, considering the fact that the probability is without replacement. And then we're able to build up two algebraic fractions and equate it to 1/15, sort out, get our quadratic equations, and then apply factorization method, and we're able to get -1 and 3. We ignore, because the number of marbles cannot be negative. That is why we ignore -1, and we accept 3 to be the real value of the real number of the silver marbles. Thank you very much for being with us up to this time. If you are yet to subscribe to our channel, this is Math Minders Academy. Go and hit the subscription button so that you become part of our family, and then hit on the notification bell so that each time we produce a new video, a new tutorial video, you'll be among the first to get it. Share this video, because we want this video to go viral. We want every student to have access to our tutorial video so that we'll be able to do well without my practice. This is our own contribution to the society to discourage students from engaging in my practice. We can learn all of these things if we put in effort. Yes, if you put in effort, you will learn it. Reach us out. Our contact is on the screen. If you feel that you want to get to us for one-on-one class with you, don't hesitate to hit us on the WhatsApp social media. You can also, we are going to also leave other social media handle where you can easily get in touch with us. Next time, we are going to produce a video to cover solution to part 2 of this video, which is going to deal with the session B of this WAEC 2024 theory questions. Session B is going to cover question number 6. And then if it is possible to run it in one video, we are going to cover question number 6 to number 13. If not, if it's going to become unnecessarily lengthy, we might decide to break it into 2 videos, but we are going to run a video that will cover from question number 6 to question number 13. We are looking forward to seeing you in our next tutorial class. This is Math Minders Academy saying goodbye for now.
In the midnight glow where the stars align, we lose ourselves in the rhythm divine. Underneath the sky painted with dreams, we're chasing the echoes of silent screams. Caught in the spell of the cosmic night, where fantasies bloom in the pale moonlight. We'll let go of all